The Bocuse Tour is a competition that was created by Paul Bocuse in 1987 with the intent of bringing community and chefs around the world together. And it's 60 countries that vie for 24 spots in Europe. Those 24 countries arrive and are given a 6x3 meter box. And it's basically a 5.5 hour race to produce the most extraordinary food that you possibly can. And the teams are made up of a chef and a commis, or apprentice. And the way the structure of it works is at 5 hours, you have to present 14 plates. You have 3 minutes to get those plates out. Otherwise, you're penalized for time. So it has to be very precise in the way you approach service. And then 35 minutes later, you present the meat platter. And the meat platter is basically a highly designed tray or element that you would present your food on, that's paraded in front of the entire stadium, in front of 2,500 fans and 24 judges and all of the media who's assembled for this in this massive stadium. And then you plate that on 14 plates as well. So it's a very dramatic and intense competition that's focused on technique and time. You know, I never knew what that moment was going to be like. You know, Skylar and I had never competed together prior to walking into that box that day. So it was kind of a moment for us, like, how are we going to be? Are we going to be nervous? Like, are the butterflies going to just take over? And are we, you know, but we were both so excited to be there. We were like just energized with, we know we've trained well. We know we prepared well. There was a huge amount of confidence in our preparation and training. And we were excited. We were excited to finally show everybody what it is we've been, you know, in the corner over here working on. And it was like somebody told us a secret for, you know, last year and said, okay, on January 27th, you can tell everybody, you know. So there was that kind of boyish excitement tempered with a strong sense of focus. So we're up against these, you know, leading countries, and you know, when Sweden was announced taking 3rd place, it was the first moment I think that I thought we could win this whole thing. When we were about ready to announce silver, Grant Atkins was the one who announced it.
United States. First time on the podium, Team USA takes the silver medal.
It was kind of a magical moment. Like, you literally disappeared in this hug with Thomas and Gavin and Skylar. You know, you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't realize it until it falls off of you. You know, that you have all the hopes of your country and your friends and support and chefs across the country, you know, and when you're there and you're finally able to do what you set out to do and reach that podium and show the world that the U.S. is a contender on this stage. It was extremely gratifying and extremely rewarding to know that everything we had done had been worth that moment. And standing on the podium, you know, Gavin had been there, it's his 10th year being there, and he's like, so this is what it feels like, you know? And it was just a massively rewarding experience for me, for Chef Keller, who's had so many accolades over the years with, you know, 3 Michelin stars and 2 restaurants, and best restaurant and best new restaurant, and best restaurant in the world, the list goes on. You know, for him to say this has been one of the most rewarding moments of my career is pretty, I think it says a lot. This year is super exciting. Martin's back with us again to design everything we need. Matt Peters and I work together at French Laundry. He has a great pedigree, one of the most talented chefs I've worked with. Harrison Terone is his commis, and you know, as a young kid, has already proven himself. And you know, a lot of the coaches are returning, so we have a solid foundation to build on, and you know, there's no reason why we can't win it all.